News 46 is brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. News 46 is also brought to you by Humana, serving the community. Please stop in at 1397 South Loop Road on the corner of Loop and Highway 160.
Tonight on News 46, 2 animal abuse subjects are captured in Vegas, and a man in custody runs from police on 2 occasions. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
A male and female are to be extradited back to Nye County. It's Monday, January 8th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Las Vegas Metro has 2 subjects in custody that Nye County put on their wanted list. The pair will be transported back here to face charges.
2 suspects wanted by the Nye County Sheriff's Office have been apprehended by the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. 46-year-old Keith Holman and 33-year-old Kristen Pfaff have been charged with abandoning and starving animals, failure to provide care for confined animals, possession of a controlled substance, as well as several other charges relating to the possession of controlled substances as well as possession of drug paraphernalia. On January 5th, Keith Holman and Kristen Pfaff were located by the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department in Clark County. Following the Nye County Sheriff's Office investigation, which began on December 27th, detectives obtained warrants for arrest for both individuals. When they were located, a small child was found to be in their possession, and it was placed into protective custody through the Nevada Division of Child and Family Services. During the initial investigation by the Nye County Sheriff's Office, deputies, detectives, and animal control officers discovered 5 severely emaciated dogs on the property, as well as evidence related to the possession and sales of narcotics at Holman's and Pfaff's residence in Pahrump. The animals were removed from the property and taken into protective custody while the investigation is ongoing. Holman and Pfaff were booked at the Clark County Detention Center and will be awaiting extradition to Nye County. This is Caitlin Boyer reporting for News 46.
A man in custody with a history of drugs and violent behavior is quickly taken down 2 times as he attempts to escape from police.
Steve DeSantis has been arrested for possession of a controlled substance, escape by a felony prisoner, and an arrest for parole and probation violation. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office declaration of arrest, K-9 Deputy Teeter was patrolling the area of Leslie and Basin Street when they observed a white Chevrolet SUV traveling eastbound. The deputy said that the vehicle did not have any license plate lights. They made contact with the driver, later identified as Steve DeSantis. Steve said that he didn't have any identification on him. The deputy said that the suspect's hands were shaking and he was acting fidgety. He also was allegedly avoiding eye contact with the deputy while being asked questions. After conducting a wants and record check on DeSantis through dispatch, they advised DeSantis was a Priority 5 offender through parole and probation and was considered to be very violent. He also had a no bail warrant out of the parole and probation of Nye County. Dispatch further advised the deputy that he was a controlled substance user. The deputy then placed DeSantis in handcuffs. They found a small pocket knife on his person. At one point, the deputy was attempting to identify the passenger inside the vehicle, and at this point, DeSantis began to run. The deputies yelled commands for DeSantis to stop running, which he ignored. Deputy Teeter then says that he used his department-issued taser on Steve to get him back into custody. Medical attention was requested. During a later search of Steve's clothing, deputies said that they located 2 bags of methamphetamine weighing 3.05 grams. Deputies transported DeSantis to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. The very next day, they transported DeSantis to Desert View Hospital for complaints of severe stomach pain. At one point, DeSantis said that he needed to go to the restroom. The deputy accompanied the suspect to the bathroom. DeSantis said that something had fell out of his boxer shorts into the toilet. He indicated to the police that it was narcotics. At that time, the deputy looked into the toilet and DeSantis began to run towards the ambulance entrance of the hospital. Deputies attempted to stop the suspect and he refused and continued to run. DeSantis was taken forcibly back into custody near the entrance of the hospital. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
The Cliven Bundy trial is over permanently. Today, the federal judge in the case has ruled that prosecutors committed flagrant prosecutorial misconduct in their effort to prosecute the defendants. The judge even went as far as to forbid the government from ever refiling the case. The case against Cliven Bundy, two of his sons, Ryan and Eamon, and Montana racer Ryan Payne came to an end this morning, almost 4 years after it began. The federal government's effort to prosecute the Bundys and 20 other defendants began with an armed standoff in April of 2014. After decades of unpaid BLM land grazing fees by Cliven Bundy led to agents attempting to remove the cattle, resulting in hundreds of armed individuals on both sides. A document surfaced last month by a former BLM agent showed evidence of a possible bias, misconduct, and bad judgment, also unprofessionalism by BLM agents. After this break, we'll have your New Year, New Laws and Business First Brief with Angela Miles.